User 0_Tempest was first into chat, tee.
Why are you gay? Hello? Hello? I clicked my little switch scene a couple seconds before ads ended, so apologies for that. But, y'all, I love y'all so much. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, hello everyone. Tempe. It has been so long. I've missed you, friend. How are you? Pedro, welcome in. Thank you so much for the biddies. That was super sweet. Okay, Roomba. Parm, you're gone probably. Maybe not yet. But have a good meeting. Jacob. Pyro. Alf. Fox. Tree. You said tree. No cry. Okay. I have been told I'm not allowed to cry. I didn't hear the Discord notification and I'm not sure why. So we're going to take a couple minutes to figure out what the fuck is happening there. Unless you guys heard it.
Pyroxene commands Keylime to drink water.
Thank yous. I have water. There is a vacuum, yes. I'm going to turn off my vacuum. Just give me a moment. Okay, Beetle is going home. I'm sending Beetle home. Beetle is the name of my Roomba. The only reason I have a Roomba is because I have a husky. And oh, so much fur everywhere. But anyway. Bye, Beetle. Thanks for saying hi. He's just a little beetle. It's so funny. Like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I should have muted that and then I just panicked and didn't do anything. It's so smart though. It's only because I'm allergic. And like if I don't vacuum, Beetle over there ripping ass for real. If I don't vacuum or if like the fur doesn't get vacuumed up, it's bad. Like I get really itchy. I get like my face and my whole body just like gets super red and inflamed and itchy, and you don't need to know any of this. But and with like chronic pain and shit, actually having energy and like not being hurty enough or not being too hurty to like actually go and vacuum is a toss up whether or not that's a thing that happens. So yeah, so Beetle is super helpful to just kind of keep everything tolerable mostly. I had him set to run every morning, and then he started waking me up. Did you look at the cheese site? I did look at I opened it. I opened the tab for the cheese site, and I left it because I need to look at it later when when I'm not anxious and depressed, because when I'm anxious and depressed, I will spend money on cheese that I cannot afford. So it's open and it's hanging out in the tab. But yeah, so I have Beetle running. I hope my cat can handle a Roomba. She hates the regular vacuum. Yes, enjoy your meeting. Yeah, my dog, he hates the vacuum, but Dudley just hates loud noises in general. Like if I'm out walking him and there's like a garbage truck or a big semi, he will get like on the opposite side of me to put me between like the truck or whatever's making the loud noise. Poor baby boy. But the Roomba, like, it's honestly quiet enough that, like, unless it's like right on top of him and he's just like staring at it like this, he'll just watch it, and then if it gets close to him, he'll just be like, okay, I'm out of here. But the vacuum, like, he will just run into the other room regardless. Roomba can hang out. He's gotten more accustomed to Beetle, I will say, too. To the point where, like, Beetle can get, like, under the couch if he's on the couch, and he's, like, chill about it. So that's huge improvement. Definitely quieter. But yeah, I had Beetle running every day in the mornings, but then Beetle started waking me up because I started waking up late because I don't have anywhere to be in the mornings. So I was like, okay, we'll just set him to like a later time. So I set him to noon on days that I don't stream so that streaming doesn't have loud Beetle noises. But then surprise stream today and I forgot to turn Beetle off. So it's fine. He'll run later. My SO is allergic to dander, so I'm definitely planning to get one of those little bot vacuums for the same reason. It is a huge, huge game changer. Like, I am so used to having so much fur, like, on all of my clothing and everything since getting since getting Beetle. There's, like, I can't even, like, it's significantly less. I was running it once a week, and that was too little. Every day was like the best, ideally for me specifically, because big husky. But every other day seems to be pretty solid as well. Especially since I've got like rugs and stuff, so which, like, you know, grabs onto all of that. Beetle is 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. This is not an ad promotion, by the way. I just love my Beetle. Jesus. Anyway, it's been such a shit couple of days, y'all. It has been a roller coaster of emotions. Like, I woke up yesterday feeling so good. Not like great 100%, but like I was at a solid 80%. I was like, today's a good day. I took Dudley on an extra long morning stroll. You know, I was vibing. It was great. I was hanging out. And then like stream started, and I don't know, like, actually I do know exactly what happened. I made myself tea, caffeinated tea, because I was like super tired, and I just can't do double caffeine is what I'm learning. I can't do coffee in the morning and then also caffeinated tea in the afternoon, because my anxiety just fucking went through the roof, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. So we're not going to do that today. Instead, we're just going to drink a lot of water, maybe have some cheese. But yeah, so not going to have double caffeine. I'm learning that about myself, and that's okay. And my brain just broke. Thank you for the subscription. Tankies. Enjoy the emotes and the no ads. And the me, I guess. But yeah, so we're not doing double caffeine. And I've just been like, I've kind of like coming off of that today. So I'm just feeling really tired and just like super depresso. I just realized I gifted but hadn't subbed myself. It happens. Tankies. Thank you to yesterday Keylime for suffering so that now Keylime can know to not do double caffeine. Yes. This is, yes, precisely. And like the stupid thing is the exact same thing happened on Sunday because I did the double caffeine as well. But I had tea around like 6 or 7 p.m. So I figured it was like, oh, it was just really late caffeine. But then yesterday I had it like, I started streaming at 1, so I had it at 1. And I was like, oh, okay, no, it's just the double in general. Hi, Envy. How are you, friend? Welcome, Ian. Yeah, so we're just not gonna do that. And it's great. It's fine. It's great. It's cool. Jesus. My brain's broken again. Oh. But I decided to have some drinks with wife after stream, and now I remember how old I am. Jesus, Envy. This is why I don't drink. Like it feels good in the moment, but I always wake up with the worst headache the next day, no matter how little I drink. Like I could have one fucking like hard lemonade and I have the worst headache the next day, and it's just bad. And my depression obviously just gets really, really bad that night. So we just don't do it anymore. Except for when I do it. And then I'm like, you stupid. Why'd you do that? You know that's not good. But yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's like yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm stuck on manual breathing mode. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. That's literally the worst. Like I woke up today with a headache. I didn't drink anything yesterday, but I woke up today with the kind of headache that I would get if I were to drink. And I'm just like, it was that caffeine though. That double caffeine. We're not doing that. We are not doing that again. That was hella bad. So yeah, I'm feeling shitty. And I was like, I was hanging out in okay-ish AF stream this morning, and that was lovely and has been super nice. But I was like, I'm still gonna sit here and just rot and not do anything if I just like sit here. So I was like, okay, let me do something productive. So I applied to some jobs today. Probably nothing's gonna come of it, but I applied to some jobs today. Hi, War Chief. Yeah, drinking is a no-go for me now. I forget how old I am because I'm still in my 20s. I'm 28. I'm almost in my 30s, but like your boy could never handle his alcohol. Like I mean, to be fair, since I've been drinking, I've also like got 10 years on you. Yes, that is 10 years of wisdom. 10 years of life experience. But fuck, brain. 11 years of wisdom. It's great. This is beautiful. Where is my brain going? Oh, I don't have wisdom. You do. Age and wisdom is the same thing. It's not. That was super a joke. It's not the same thing, but you do. You absolutely do have wisdom. Fuck, what was my brain? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I'm almost in my third. I've never been able to. Hey, See True Heroes. Welcome, Ian. I have 5 levels
this
more.
Would be a giraffe, yeah. Isaac Newton.
Hello, Kit. Oh my god, it's all of the friends. I'm gonna cry. Fuck, what was I saying? Okay, I started 2 thoughts. I started 2 separate thoughts. First thought, is I've never been able to like really handle alcohol very well, because I've always like, since I've been old enough to do the drinkies, I have also been on some sort of antidepressant or like anxiety medication, and so like hits that much harder. So like I'm such a lightweight, it's bad. But that's what like I got really accustomed to just like having one or two drinks, and then that was it for the night. Like, I'm done. But now I'm old, and that's just more. It's just like, now even that one or two drinks is too much for me. I've missed you today. Glad you're live. Sorry, was not. I had to force myself to people. I gotta go get ready to adult and go get the tire on our car, hopefully just repaired, because I don't want to leave the house. You can do this, War Chief. You are literally a chief. You are a war chief. You can do it. We believe in you. Someone do what's this thing? Exclamation point. Support War Chief Mandalori. Someone do that, because I don't have a button for it. I only wanted people through text today. Yeah, I can't drink either. Envy mood. But like, that's what I've been doing the last, like, I got really low yesterday after stream, and I like literally disappeared off the face of the earth, and I was like, okay, I need to actually show my face and like do things. But totally valid. Do the people through text today. It's okay. We don't need to drink. Alcohol is literally poison. Like, that's why no, thank you, Jacob. Yes, exactly. We believe in you. No shame or nothing against people who do drink. Like, absolutely. I mean, I drink, right? Like, have fun. Enjoy your thing. Do your great thing. But the reason it works, the reason that it gives us that, like, happy brainies is because it's poisoning. It's like poison in the bloodstream. That's okay. Sometimes we gotta poison ourselves. You know? It's just life. We don't drink often, but yeah, it really is poison. I can drink, I can't hangover. Gives me horrible migraines and ruins an entire day or two. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. I don't... Yeah. I just... No. Like, I don't need that shit in my life. Like, I don't need the hour of feeling good and, like, vibing. Does support command give advantage for next action? It totally should. It should give that person advantage on something. But like what? What would it give them? I don't know. Hangovers are like half my day gone trying to feel better. It gets harder as you get older. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't need that 1 hour of feeling okay to then, immediately dip into just like, the world is horrible because it's a depressant, and then wake up the next morning feeling even worse. I don't need that in my life. That's fine. But this is a personal choice that I'm making for myself. And we don't yuck anyone's yum here. I'm not so much hungover as I am just tired and feeling really drained. Yeah, I feel that. I'm just like hungover from anxiety. Just regular advantage, second roll with 20. I'm gonna try to go on a walk after breakfast. Yes, walk is nice. That like, I'm really thankful for Deadly for that reason, because like, he literally forces me to get out of my apartment and go for a walk, even if it's just like step outside, he pees, and I run back upstairs. Like, I get some fresh air. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend going outside, touching some grass, even if it's just Okay, back inside. Huge. What if I like to yum other people's yucks? That's beautiful, Alf. I love you. I love you. That's mean? What's mean? Wait, what's mean? But like in a... Oh. I was like, who's being mean? We don't like mean. Sorry, I'm autistic. And then the other thing I was going to say... Hey, I remembered something. The other thing that I was going to say is that I got a refill of my meds put in. Hopefully the pharmacy won't just cancel this order this time, but they shouldn't. So we'll see. Maybe I get my meds soon. I got a meeting to do quests during the summer because my boss thinks I've been doing so good. Hell yeah, we love that. Apparently got a ton of good feedback during parent-teacher conferences. Hell yeah, except for that one asshole, right?
Princess_Envy commands Keylime to drink water. Princess_Envy commands Keylime to stretch.
I stretch. Ooh. My sternum just popped back into place. I love it when I dislocate my bones by just existing. It's so much fun. That one asshole, yeah, but everyone else is like, wow, this guy really speaks to our children. I just know what a Sonic is. Everyone, no, for real. It's just like, I'm just also autistic. It's like one of my cousins growing up, no one could figure her out. Most people in the family were just like always frustrated at her because she's very eccentric, beautiful, love her, but like very autistic, right? And like we all knew that about her and stuff. And like I was always really good at like handling her, because I was just like listened to her and had a conversation with her and asked her preferences for things, you know? I don't know. But like she's the reason I was like, am I autistic? You know? I don't know if any of those words made sense, but they were words. I love how we respond so well to people on the internet telling us to take care of ourselves, but left alone we won't. We're all bottoms here, I guess. So much easier to take care of other people there. 100% tree. Envy, yes. Yes, absolutely. Alf, for me, it's a bottom thing and also an autistic thing. Just like tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'm the rules person. So like I listen to authority, and every single person in the universe except for me is authority. My dog is more of an authority than me. I could be in like, I am in like the worst pain and like like laying in bed with like back achy, and my dog Dudley will just sit there being like, I gotta go potty, and I'm just like, yes sir, let's go. And there I go. Taking my dog outside. Because you're autistic. Do you like trains, bugs, have Sonic, Pokemon, homesick, fam? Yes, precisely. You're so great. 110% true. I love how War Chief is like, yes, this is accurate of my partner. Amazing. Had a kid who had a safe shirt, so when she kept getting sent home for it being dirty, I went to Walmart, bought her 4 more copies of that shirt so she'd be comfortable and clean. Kit, that is so sweet. Also, just the fact that like understanding that that's what it is, and like that's what, like, it makes sense. A lot of people don't take the time to like understand that concept and like learn about it, you know, and then accommodate for that. So yeah, that's beautiful. You're allowed to be bottom in an autistic way. Cool. Great. Awesome. Her parents' minds were blown. They generally didn't think they could just buy her more the one outfit she'd wear. Yeah. It just doesn't. It's like, so the cousin I was talking about, she would not let people touch her hair because, like, when people were brushing her hair, like trying to comb it, put it up, like put it nice when we were going out or whatever, like they would just like yank. And she's like, I don't want people touching my head because it hurts. Like, you're pulling my hair. And they're like, just like deal with it or whatever. Just like suck it up. Like, this doesn't hurt anybody else. I'm not pulling hard or whatever. But I was just like, hey, can I brush your hair? And she was like, okay, you can try. And so the first time I just kind of went very softly. I was like, okay. So for other people, it doesn't hurt, but for her, it hurts. So let's just maybe do it softlier for her. So I tried that, and then for the longest time, I was the only person she like ever let touch her hair. And it's just like, I don't understand. Why can't we just be like, okay, valid? Instead of just being like, nope, you're wrong. I don't feel like that, so you shouldn't either. I don't know. It pisses me off. But that's not what we're talking about. I had knees that never got mad as a kid, and my biggest goal is to change how the system works better than it did in the 90s. Yo, Kit, that's literally exactly what, like, my goal in life is like making sure that people are listened to and heard, because, like, as a kid, I didn't really feel that I was, and, like, maybe that wasn't the case, right? Like, I could be totally biased, obviously, because I'm the one experiencing things. But, like, that's how I felt. And I just want people to not feel like that. But, yeah, that's all. So I kind of want to play a game. But I also don't know what game I want to play. The fucking chasm. Chasm. I know it's chasm. Fucking chasm that seems to exist between I can't handle this thing and because of this aspect when neurotypical people are trying to understand. Yes, for real. It's like it genuinely doesn't make sense to me. Yes, go walk. Enjoy your walkies. If you find a cool rock, pick it up and take it home. A game? La gasp. Yeah, like it genuinely never made sense to me that people were just like didn't think to, and like don't think to just like be like, okay, what this person is saying, just like take it at face value and just be like, okay, how do we work with that? Like, I genuinely don't understand how, like, it's not common sense to people. I don't know how I feel about cool rocks from the cemetery I go walking. I mean, it's going to be an extra special cool rock, but also totally valid if you just want to leave those in peace. I think people don't think in general. Valid. Thank you for the lurk, both of you. Enjoy your walkies, and yes, go do the adulting thing. We believe in you. Haunted Rock Club. I think I would cry if I picked up a haunted rock. I would literally die. Demanding I return the slap. Yes, I don't need that in my life. We don't need that. We've got enough bullshit. But yeah, like, I don't know. And like, I feel like that should have been a sign a long time ago that like my brain works differently, because it's just like, but I don't understand. Like, huh? Like, I genuinely can't wrap my head around it. But anyway, yes, le game. No, a game, le gasp. But I don't know what I want to play. Yesterday, I was really itching to play something new. If the cool rock you decide to pick up in a cemetery is slab shaped, that might be on you. That is 100% on you. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, before game, I was gonna fix audio stuff because where is this? Oh, okay. It's just because this is not over there. Okay. This is not over there. That's there now. Is it here? Is this thing here? This is here. Let's put it here too. And then put it here too. I never think about putting my alerts stuff on like all of my other scenes. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know, people aren't gonna like redeem stuff when my face isn't there because who's gonna be there at all anyway? But damn, people are here, so I don't know. No, I'm gonna have the Ramsey song stuck in my head all day now. Oh, that was a reference. That fully went over my head too, so. Yep. Okay, so I fixed that thing that I was gonna fix. And then I said that I was gonna play a game. And then I started talking about how yesterday I really wanted to play a new game. I mean, I redeem shit for retainers all the time. They don't have their face showing. Well, yeah, but they're there is what I mean. For you, not just your face. Yankees. But yeah, I mean, like, they're like starting soon is just like blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I got Ramses the Great in Neko Atsume 2 yesterday. Ooh. It was a niche-ass reference to VF. I just happened to know what they were talking about. Fair. People show up from... Yes, valid. I was very specific when I said face, and I just meant, like, presence. But it is absolutely... Speak for yourself, Pyro. Amazing. So envy, two things, I guess, for me specifically. No contact, I'm out. By envy. So envy has a little VTuber, little person, and no, contact was better. Envy has a little VTuber, and the VTuber has tits. That's one thing. But the two thing is they use the Twitch integrated throwing system, which the acronym for is tits. So, joke. But yeah. Fuck. What does Ramses the Great look like? Because Tubbs is still my favorite. Neko Atsume 2 is a little mobile cat game. It's super cute. You just kind of have a little backyard and you put little toys out and cats come and they like play with the toys and they leave you fishies, and fishies are the currency, and you can use the fishy currency to like buy more toys for the cats, and you could take pictures of the kitties when they're there, and you have a little scrapbook of all the pictures and all the kitties that have come visited you and stuff, and they're really cute. And Tubbs likes to eat a lot, and I have a picture of the cat just like bleh. It's funny, it's great, it's adorable. But yes, game. Yesterday I wanted to play a new game. So I loaded Hades, finished a run, and was like, I don't want to do this right now. I was playing it on my Steam Deck, and I was like, I don't want to do this right now. And then I loaded up Grimoire Groves on my Steam Deck, and I was like, this is a lot of fun, but the screen is really small and it's hurting my eyes. So I put that away. And then I was like, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, there's not a new game, but there's a game that I own that I haven't played yet called Cozy Grove. And so I was like, fuck it, let's load it up. And then I accidentally played it for an hour and a half, way past my bedtime. But it was really cute. It was a ton of fun. It was like Spiritfarer meets Animal Crossing. Adorable. Super, super, super cute. But like, it's one of those games, like I can't play Animal Crossing and like things like that because I don't have like the brain for designing and making things look cute. So like, I will just like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I really want to make things look cute and it just doesn't come to me easily. So like I'll go and I'll do all of the like, what do you call it? All of the like quests and stuff and like at the beginning of the game when you're still like unlocking everything. But once it's like, okay, now you have your island and you can like decorate it and make it all pretty. I'm just like, fuck. This is also why open world games are like, what do I do? Just tell me where to go. So I need a game that's very like, do this and then do that. Again, I am a bottom. I am an autistic bottom. Tell me what to do. There are special kitties you can get with certain toys, and Ramses the Great comes to sit in the pyramid tent. He's got the Egyptian. Oh, cutie. I started Garden Life, a cozy sim, and it's nice. Same. This is why I never played Minecraft. Yes, like I've played Minecraft before, but only because there were other people to play Minecraft with. And like, so I've only ever played Minecraft with like at least one other person who I was like, okay, I'm here. Tell me what to do and I'll go do it. And like, they would put me in charge of whatever and they would go do it. Or I just like join them on whatever they were doing. So you need open worlds with friends. Yes, precisely, Pyro. This is exactly. Can't do farming sim Stardew type games because I stretched him out about the timers and whatnot. Also valid. Also totally valid. Yes, open worlds with friends. Like I was white knuckling Spiritfarer. I had to stop because I was getting too stressed. I started Spiritfarer and then I was just like, I have to wait for things. That's the other thing I don't like is like waiting for things. Like I just want to keep playing now. Like if I'm playing it, I just want to keep playing it. Like yesterday, the only reason I went to bed is because I ran out of things to do. That was like, okay, check back tomorrow. And I was like, huh? So then I went to bed. That's how I was with Valheim. I am an excellent worker bee for the Hive, but I'm not good as a solitary buggo. So what I'm hearing is I need to start a little open world server for insert game name here, and we can all just vibe in there. I need that back in my life. I was playing Minecraft and we had this whole little world and we were like semi role playing in it. It was so much fun because we like had rules and stuff and like there was like we had our little farm set up and our like all of our animal pens and stuff, and like we were keeping track of who brought in animals and who was like in charge of hunting, and we specifically like what do you call it, like put people in charge of like given jobs. So like I was a hunter or like someone else was like a farmy person, and it was super great. I love it. It was a ton of fun. And then friend group kind of shit happened, basically. No longer a friend group, and so I'm sad, and I'm like needing more multiplayer in my life. So yes, this is great. But Joe Baca just started a little Minecraft server, and I hopped in, and I was in the server for 5 minutes, and I got murdered by a zombie. And then I was like, well, I guess I'm done for today. And I haven't hopped back in. Played Cozy Grove a little, and it's designed to progress through like 1 to 2 hours of gameplay per day. Yeah, exactly like Animal Crossing, which was like my biggest gripe with that game. Is like, I want to keep playing now. Like, I don't want to wait till tomorrow. And then like all of a sudden it was like, okay, you're done, go ahead. And I'm just like, no, give me things to do. Let's all start strip mining in Minecraft. Mining. Whew. My brain went something. Sorry, it didn't. I'm just being silly. I'm back. Welcome back, farm. We missed you. I will single-handedly drive deforestation if people tell me they need wood. Let's go. Alf and I with our inventory full of axes going dunk, 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 dunk. Yes, absolutely. Anytime I play multiplayer, I yearn for the mines, but I still want to hang out with people. Yeah, exactly. Like, I hang out with people, we build little houses and stuff, and we go on little adventures, and then when I'm like, okay, I need a break from people's, I just go into the mines. You know? It's great. And like, most of us in that friend group were like super autistic too, so everyone just kind of needed like, okay, I'm gonna go work on this now, and then just dived in. You know, it's great. Oh, I thought you meant IRL, and the biologist in me was screaming. I mean, Alf did mean IRL, right? I was ready with my axe. Or fishing. Fishing is so satisfying. Like, the sounds. The main reason I play Minecraft, too, is just the sounds. Like, I will just be like... my eyes are hurting or whatever, but like, I just keep doing the mining. I just keep doing the wood because like, oh, my ears are getting such joy. If you guys say so. Geez. Put your shirt back on, Kit. How's your voice? I burn the world to bring some peace to you. Cry. I guess it's that time of year again. Minecraft time of year, you mean? Podcast, audiobook, and repetitive task is a best combo. Best combo. We're bringing back some great addiction. Yes. My friends and I have been playing all the new co-op versions of classic games lately. Like, we played Quake 2 the other day. Ooh. Did you say you looked into Minecraft on Steam Deck and that it was a no-go? Yes, it is a big no-go. So not Minecraft in general, but Minecraft Bedrock specifically. And so Bedrock version is supposed to be the most inclusive, because you can play on mobile, you can play all over the place, right? And it's crossplay. But unfortunately, there is no like Linux support for Bedrock. There is no like Microsoft does not give a shit about Linux users, which is the operating system that the Steam Deck runs. I'm sure you knew that, but adding context. And so you cannot get, you can't get Bedrock on the Steam Deck, unfortunately. You can get Java. There's like a bunch of different launchers for it. And like the thing that I learned yesterday, because I never understood the difference. I was like, why isn't it just like, why are there two versions? Authentication running through Proton is the problem. Keylime is full penguin. Keylime is hella penguin. Open source Linux has my whole heart. You know, I don't know if it's so the little bit of research that I did last night, I didn't super understand it, but what I did grasp from it was that Bedrock can't be launched via a launcher like Java can. And so it needs to be like a basically like a home application or something. So like basically you need to create a new Bedrock instance for every single platform that it's going to be running on. And so like there is a Bedrock for Windows, there's one for iOS, there's one for Android. Like they had to create those separate instances, and they just never made one for Linux. And likely it could be authentication through Proton, but I think it has to do with like it doesn't use Proton at all. Like it can't use Proton, I think, is what I remember reading, which is why it hasn't been like done yet. And like there aren't enough Linux users in the world until Steam Deck now, right? For anybody to give a shit about them, basically. Like Linux users had to make Steam compatible. Yes, it has to run native. Yes, I don't know the terminology for a lot of things. I know operating systems, anything above that, it's very loosey-goosey in my head. But yes, it has to run native, and it just isn't, they just haven't done it. Brain. But yeah, nobody gives a shit about Linux users. Even if they claim they do. Don't believe them. Unless you see, like, hey, this thing runs on Linux, like, great. Don't believe them. But that's why, like, games on Steam, like, have those separate icons of, like, this can run on Mac OS. This can run on Windows. This can run on, like, Steam. Because they have to create, like, basically different instances for specifically. Proton is the virtualization layer that SteamOS uses. Yes, Proton. So Proton is, there's a lot of anything that you want to make into like an application, from like if you're trying to take a website and trying to make like an application version of it, Proton is generally what's used. Or Electron. Sorry, not Proton. They might be similar, and that's why they're named like that. But is Take Me to Church? I'm still pretty sure that's Noah Kahan's song. No. Take Me to Church is absolutely a Hozier song. They're not the same person. They literally have a song together. They're not the same person. They sound so different. Electron is the SDK and Proton is for virtualizing non-native apps. That makes sense to me. Again, anything above like literally the kernel layer is not, it doesn't stick in my brain as well. Let me Google. Yes, exactly. This is what I did yesterday, because I sat there. I was like, okay, so Google AI is telling me that it's possible to run Minecraft Bedrock on Steam Deck. So I I look through all of these fucking like guides, and they all say the same thing, like download Prism Launcher or download Minecraft Bedrock Launcher app, right? And so I download both of those launchers. I tried one first and I tried the other one. And it's like, okay, and then run it. Both of them run the Java edition. Because you can't launch Bedrock from a launcher. And yet there's all of these websites that are saying, hey, do this, and it does it. And it's just not true. It's not a thing. The only place I could find that explained that this wasn't going to work and why it wasn't going to work is Reddit. So it's classic AI's hallucination, yes, but also the fact that like there were so many articles that were like, hey, install Minecraft Bedrock Launcher, click the version that you want, and then just start it up. It's literally called Minecraft Bedrock Launcher. But only installs Java. Electron is part of open. It's like Proton, right? Electron is the open source version of Proton. That's why they have similar. That makes sense to me, actually. Clearly a reincarnation situation. There is Noah Khan's dad. Crusty ass white guys with man buns who sing sad songs in bars that charge $14 for cheeseburgers. I fucking love them. Fucking love man buns. Also, Hosier's name is Andrew. That's weird. Interesting. I love that. Sorry, I ran on a Linux rant. I just wanted to... I was alive back in the days. I mean, I've been alive for a while, I guess. But, so a couple years ago, back when I was in college, like, there were a lot of games that you couldn't run. Like, if you were running Linux, you couldn't run Steam, period. You couldn't play games on Linux, like on Steam. But then there was a, what was it called? Steam, it was Steam Play. It was an open source, basically like, just like a tool for basically what it did was not exactly like Wine, because Wine is not an emulator. That's funny. So Wine basically, if I'm remembering correctly, Wine basically starts up like a small instance of like a Windows virtual machine and then runs the game, runs like an executable file in there. And that's how you can like run games on like Linux. But Steam Play basically made it even, like, it just kind of streamlined that situation. Wine is like Docker. It's not exact. It's not like It's not exactly like Docker because it's not exactly a VM instance. It's or like a contain. It's not like a container. It's more like an emulator, but like, well, yes, I would like a glass, but like Wine literally stands for Wine is not an emulator. So it's like kind of in between. I didn't really use it because it was like, it required a lot of setup and everything. Okay, I'm gonna snooze ads because I'm in the middle of a really good lecture here. Anyway. Isn't a Docker user? Yeah, me neither, but I kind of understand the basics of it, I think. I don't know. Not enough to put it on my resume and tell people that I know how to use Docker and can get a job. Sorry. I'm upset. Brain. So basically what Steam Play did was make it so open source tech recursive acronyms. It was my favorite thing. I got the biggest kick out of it. But what Steam Play did was basically, I think it created like Linux compatible versions, or it created a kind of like more, I don't remember how it worked. It's been years since I like looked into this, but basically it made it possible for you to run any game, any Steam game on Steam or on Linux. And this was the precursor to SteamOS. Basically, Steam Play was like the beta version or like the alpha version of SteamOS, and then they basically created SteamOS from that. So it's anyway, I don't remember what I'm saying. But yeah, like back in those days, if you wanted to play a Steam game on Linux, you had to use Steam Play, and like it was very buggy. For bigger games, like it ran pretty reliably. They ran pretty reliably, but for smaller games, there were sometimes it was like, hey, it works, but you have to change the name of this file, or you have to go into this configuration file and like change this variable name for it to like actually work. Things like that. But for the most part, like games were like pretty reliably running on Linux, and it was really cool. And like there was a whole like Steam Play website basically that had like a list of games, and like each game was like opened up a little forum for it basically, and everything was rated like, hey, this game is a 5 out of 5. It runs perfectly straight out of the box. This game is a 3 out of 5. It works, but you have to go through these steps in order to make it work first. 0 out of 5, it won't run. So it was really interesting. I fucking love the open source community. But yeah, so now that's SteamOS thing. That's SteamOS. But there's still like anything that's not on Steam that like Steam can't like virtualize basically. Like Bedrock, because it needs to run native, it just can't. It just doesn't work. I think that was my point. I'm sorry, my brain is just going. Words are coming out of my mouth without like stopping through the processing part of my brain first. So I don't know if anything I've said in the last hour has made any sense. I tried dailying Linux a couple times, but the way the drivers constantly fuck themselves drove me back to Windows. This is valid. This is absolutely valid. I love Linux. I recently, since getting laid off, Linux special interest Cooper. Yes, for real. I recently, since getting laid off, switched my laptop back to primarily driving Linux. And like I just got Ubuntu because I wasn't in the mood to reinstall Arch, which is my personal favorite. Just because it is the Linux distribution that comes with like the least amount of extra shit. Like it just gives me the basics, and then anything that I want, I can add afterwards, including like the user interface and like Windows managers and stuff like that. But I wasn't in the mood to deal with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi drivers, so I didn't do that this time around. So yes, drivers on Linux are very much a big hassle. Less so now, although Bluetooth is not reliable in any way, shape, or form ever on Linux. So that is absolutely, totally 100% valid. But also, like, Windows is owned by like a multi fucking ginormous corporation, and so they can afford to pay people to like make everything work all the time. A lot of Linux distributions are open source and just like either like maintained by like a small group of volunteers, or like it's a smaller company and they just can't, like it's not as feasible for them to like keep everything maintained, because there's a lot to it, right? But like Linux is such a special interest of mine that like flip-flop my monitors, pick random resolutions. It was a dice roll every time. Yes, which is why I wrote a script. To like, that's how you get around a lot of these things is in Linux, is specifically writing like a startup script or a init script for that basically like resets your setup every single time. So like I had a script. I'm gonna snooze it one more time. I had a script for whenever I like plugged in an HDMI cable. Actually, it wasn't automatic. I plugged in my HDMI cables or whatever, or like my little dock and everything, and I had a hotkey key mapping situation basically that like would run my script, and that script would then be like, okay, check for HDMI cables, set them up in this way, and do all of this stuff. Because without that, like I'd have to go manually change everything every single time, because it was very It was very much a toss-up what it did, whether or not it worked the way I wanted it to. So yeah. But like, I enjoy doing shit like that. If you don't, like, that's a waste of a lot of people's time, right? Because it's like, well, Windows just works. So absolutely, totally understand, right? Did you see Epic announced they're launching easy anti-cheat support for SteamOS like really soon? I did not. Linux is a special interest, but staying off the internet is also kind of a special interest. Actually, no, I'm just really bad at keeping up with things because there's too many things that I want to keep up with that then I don't keep up with anything because it stresses me out. So I don't know anything that happens ever. Average Hosier reaction. I like that collab, even though I haven't listened to Noah Khan outside of that. Noah Khan, if you like Hosier, Noah Khan is beautiful. I like Noah Khan more than I like Hosier. That's it. I really should Linux up my laptop. The only things I do on it are Internet Browser and Joplin, which has a Linux version. Yeah, like that's why I did it, because I was like, I don't like my PC, my tower that I use for streaming and stuff, like that's Windows, because getting this set up replicated on Linux is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But my laptop, I use it for programming and writing and like, you know, internet. I can do all of that on Linux. So I said, fuck you, Microsoft. I said it. If that's against TOS, I'm sorry. Anyway, I said that and I installed Linux on my laptop and I'm happy because every time I turn it on, I get a little happiness. I get a little, that's what you get. I enjoy it as a fun thing to mess with, but it's why I chose not to try to daily it on my main machine. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Makes perfect sense to me. My interest in learning Linux is solely to give Microsoft the middle finger on my data usage. Yes. Ubuntu, for the most part, works straight out of the box, and is great for like most people. Like if you are ever genuinely interested in switching away from Windows, Ubuntu is absolutely the way to go. It is the one I see recommended all the time. Yes, because it is the most full featured. It is the most that like brings you everything that you're used to with Windows. Like I said, Bluetooth is a little bit of a iffy situation, but if you don't really care about that, yes, to get stuff working, absolutely. But can I play Steam games on Ubuntu OS? So anything that you can play, anything that has like the Steam OS symbol on Steam, you can absolutely play on Ubuntu. Windows games, I think Mac OS you should also be able to. Windows games, I think it's a toss-up. You would have to do a little bit of like probably some finicky, weird, hacky shit on there to make it work. But absolutely doable. Easy, maybe not, but doable. Damn, I've just been sitting here talking for a fucking hour. Jesus Christ, y'all. Jesus. Hey, Scone, welcome in. I'm alive for now. How are you doing? Gonna go do some jank to get some Microsoft Flight Simulator 2025 to work. Some dark magic shit. Absolutely some dark magic shit. Also, if anyone does want to install Linux and just wants some help shutting shit up, you can just ask me because I love doing it. It makes me so happy. But yeah. Yes, I will gladly help figure things out for you. The game crashes because I can't pull up from my location data to build the map anymore. That's why we're here. Aww. The great thing is you can ask a certain unicorn how to do a thing and they might be able to help you. Even if I don't know how to do it, I will absolutely Google for multiple hours and test it out on my machine, and then give you a set of instructions to follow. Because I love Linux. I love it. Don't say for now. Okay, fair. Well, I'm alive. Period. End of sentence. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Thanks for hanging out. This is honestly so weird to me that, like, y'all are here hanging out and, like, I'm not doing a thing. You know, like, I'm not doing a thing that's interesting. I'm just here ranting. This is so odd to me. I'm trying to get used to this. Streaming is weird. Because, like, social anxiety, I don't want to be... Hello, Mac... Oh, no. Sorry. Nope. We're not saying anything. Stream together? Huh? I'm confused. Okay. I got a follower, and they are streaming just chatting, and they want to collaborate with me, and I'm confused. Preview? What is this? Oh, they're watching my stream? I'm very confused. Oh, no. I'm confused. Okay. I'm confused. Anyway. Thank you for the follow, person. Because do I have stream? How do I turn that off? How do I turn that off? How do I turn that off? Yeah, I don't know them. Okay, hold on. We're going to figure some shit out right now. Okay, I think I probably go here. No. I'm not sure how to do this. How to turn it off. Hold on. Sorry. I lost my chat and I can't see if people are talking now. Yes, I don't know how to toggle it. Speak for name. Don't speak for games, just chill out. I'm looking too. I saw the button for it when I was using it last week. Huh. Let me see. Because I clicked preview and they were looking at they were streaming my stream, which feels weird. How do I turn this out? Well, I can add like favorite people. How do I turn that off though? Settings? Stream settings? I'm not sharing this, am I? Okay, cool. Cool. I did that last time and I don't want to do that again. Feature clips, channels you can manage, allow rates. Channel. That's not it. If I go to stream together, it shows me like start streaming together, but that's not what I want to do. Get started. Allow yes. Not now. And that.
Scone NMC says be nice to Keylime.
Okay. I'll be nice to myself. Thank yous. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this shit out. This is not entertaining. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. I need to be able to see things though. Huh. Okay, we're just gonna Google. We're just gonna Google. Turn off stream together knocking. Stream manager collaboration panel. Okay. Is there a collaboration panel? I don't have a collaboration panel here. Edit layout. Collaboration. Here we go. Permissions. Okay. Okay, so only my favorites can ask to collaborate now. Cool. That's perfect. Okay. Thank you so much, Tree. That was very helpful. That's never happened to me before. That was odd. So very odd. Okay, save now? Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. That's so weird. I don't understand how this shit works. Streaming? What's that? Okay. Putting that away. It feels very quiet in here. Brain? Huh? Okay, it's really quiet in here. Oh, hey, ads are done. It took us all of ads to figure out how to fix it. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It fixes. So yeah, I want to play a game, but I don't know what to play. Grimoire Groves could be fun. Oh, excuse me. Grimoire Groves could be fun because of cutiness. But also, like, I need a goal right now because my brain is all brainy. I don't know. Ugh, decisions. I hate decisions. Yeah, that collab thing was enabling VTubers cameras without their models. What? Gross. I hate that. Also, welcome back from your walk. I don't know if you just came back or have been back for a little bit. The game. Oh, yeah. Yes. I did say I was going to play that tomorrow, though, and I feel bad playing it today. I don't know why. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. I'm not sharing my screen yet because I'm gonna resize shit first. English, confirm. No, I have not. Okay. Current time is 1:13 p.m. Wait. Oh, it's probably in 24-hour time. Yeah. 1:14 p.m. Confirm. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that was fucking horrible. Oh god, that was so overstimulating. I wanted to cry. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, no, I'm going the right way. Oh, fuck. Okay. One moment. I will be with you all shortly. Okay. Apply. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So play it twice. So I thought it was next time you stream. That's so valid. I was supposed to, but I wasn't. Yes, next time I stream, but I wasn't planning. When I said that, I wasn't planning on streaming today. So I just changed it. Why did you go back? Keep resolution, because I didn't click that. That makes sense. Hi, Spectrum. Welcome in. We're gonna do that. Is that working? I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. And then we're gonna do that. Maybe. And then we're gonna move this over because you're not in the right spot. Boop, 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 doop, doop, doop. 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 Is that centered? I think that's centered. Yeah. Okay, that's centered. Hello. I just finished a lovely little, what do you call it? Can I play this with a controller? Can I play this with a controller? Yes, I can play with a controller. Beautiful. Okay. Gorgeous. Just finished a lovely, I was gonna ask you if you were masking the display or running 3.4 and you just answered it. Huh? I don't know. I don't know if I answered. I don't know what I answered. Okay. Yeah, we just finished a lovely little rant about, what is it called? Linux? Parable? Ultra Deluxe? That's what we're playing. Done? Gorgeousness. Ah, okay. Yeah. Because that's the box that fits in my little window there. Oh. I had to turn the volume all the way down because this is what I was listening to. And it immediately gave me so much anxiety. I had to turn it all the way down.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Probably fine there.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Just the ambiance? Yes, the ambiance is gonna give me a heart attack. Try you made it square. The other way is to mask 16:9. But then the UI is usually sticking off the edge. I understand each of those words separately, tree, but not together. So yes. But yes, I make it a square because I just have like it smaller on my monitor, because full screen for whatever reason fucks with my eyes a lot. So I have it a little bit smaller on my monitor. No. Do not apologize. I love the nerding out. I just personally don't understand it. So I'm glad your question was answered. So I have it smaller, and then I'm able to have chat here so I can actually talk to y'all looking at the camera, because otherwise 3 minutes max, but I will do dinner. Yes, go eat a dinner. Because before I had my chat over here, and then I'd be sitting here like talking to y'all, but you're not over here. You're over here. But I'll be here. Okay, awesome. Okay, begin the game. ever the end is never, the end is never is loading. Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is the audio okay for you
Stanley
guys?
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was
I
simple.
did say Linux. I love
He sat
Linux.
at his desk in
It is an
room
autistic
427
special interest of
and
mine.
he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although
I just
might have
ranted
considered
about it for a
soul
fucking
making,
hour.
Stanley relished every moment.
It's
that
game
was
time,
at
though.
hand.
No Linux
Though
talk.
he had been made exactly for
Feel
this
free
job,
to do Linux talk.
Stanley
I just want to
was
play
happy.
game too. VOD will be
And
up.
then
You can
one
just
day,
watch me
something
rant
very
because that's
peculiar
exactly what I
happened.
did.
Something that would forever
something happened.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite
I
forget.
love it so much.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Huh? Oh, me. I don't want to step out of my office, though. It's safe in there. Okay, I don't want to. I'm going to sit back down. Give me an instruction. I don't want to. I can't do anything. Okay, hold on. I do need to change this because this is stressing me out. Not stressing me out. I get like really nauseous and migrainey with games. I'm fucking weird. I don't understand it, but it happens. Okay, so let's lower the camera sensitivity. That's a little better. Not entirely better. Ugh. Oh, I hate it. I'm so scared. Is this a scary game?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, you're telling me to do that. Okay. Is this the meeting room? I don't know where the meeting room is. Huh? Wait, what? But I can't get over there? I hate Mondays. Haha. Oh god. Oh, I hate this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I enter the door on the right, though?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh, fuck.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The door closed behind me? Fuck me. What the fuck? This is a fucking maze. I hate it here. It's giving me so much anxiety.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
There's like 30
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Do I have to find all of the endings, or is it just one of those things where it's like I get an ending and then that's it?
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh, fuck you. Narrator's being a sassy bitch.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I'm being bullied. I'm being bullied. What the fuck? I'm gonna do this right now because I'll forget to later. Factor. It's good food. You can get 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box if you click my little linky poo down there in chat. You get food and I get help. You don't have to do anything though. It's just there in case you want it and to support me. But also, just existing here is supporting. Anyway, we're going to go back now. But I didn't say anything about that yesterday, I don't think. So this is my mandatory little spiel. Back to the game. Fuck you, narrator man.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
But what if I don't? I don't want to take the first open door on my left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm so happy right now. Interesting, okay. Oh man, more door closed. I love Stanley and the narrator's relationship through this whole game. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Can I do anything? I can't do shit yet. Can I jump off? If you keep not doing what they want, it gets real weird. I love real weird. You are speaking my language. Can I just jump off? Can I do that? Is that a thing I can do? Where do I go from here? Am I just stuck here? Oh, hold on. There's stuff that way? Nope. There's a fence right there. There's no railing.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
That
death.
was so exciting.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That was so much fun.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I love
What
this
could it
game.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm having so much fun. Okay, I still want to go this
When
way.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I still want to
he
go the
entered
wrong
door on his
way.
left.
I still want to go the wrong way. We're going to go the wrong way again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
I
perfectly
love the
well.
sass.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're not going to be there forever, though. Don't worry. I won't
Wow.
just hang out here forever.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, there's an open... Amazing. Okay. So we'll just get on here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
If wine is like
realize that
doctor, they are
investing your
different.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Sorry, I'm obsessed.
Stop
Don't
trying to
apologize.
make
You were
every
great.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Who is she?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she? What the fuck? Who is she? Her? I'll never be her. Her. Of course, her. A drinker at all. Wine is a software thingy, not like drinky wine. I'm joking. Is this just a dark? Oh God, I'm scared. I don't want to go into the dark, empty hole. I don't want to go to the dark, empty hole. I guess we're doing it though. Huh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
What the
to
fuck
reach
is
out
happening?
to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
How do I pick it up? How do I pick it up? I don't know. Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
You're
I'm
right.
trying to make a point here, Stanley.
No one would.
I'm trying to get you to see something.
No one would ever
Come
commit their
inside.
life to me.
Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
It is. Press Y. Why?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Oh, I
and
could've?
every button
That's
that he
fun.
pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Yes, because I'm a
Now
bottom.
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One
Good
might even feel sorry
boy.
for him, except that he's chosen this
I
life.
just want the narrator to tell me I'm a good boy.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Oh my God,
Fantastic
my desk?
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Happening. Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I feel so attacked.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What the fuck?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh my God.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm so scared. I'm not pressing it. You told me not to press it. Fuck you. I'm going to have to press it, aren't I? God damn it.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Fucker.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Oh, no.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Oh
mean?
my god, fine, I'll
Stanley
do what
decided
you
to go
want
the
me to
meeting room.
do.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Jesus Christ. Existential dread. I'm so scared.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Broom closet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
12 endings and 21 endings. Best time for 21 endings is 1 hour. Huh. That's so funny. So funny. Tree and Alf on the same wavelength. I love it. I really want to go down just because he told me to go up. But I already know what happens. Hi, bestie. Welcome in. Hi. I love you. I'm so excited to see you on Saturday. Okay. Enjoy your look. Okay. Pyro, I'm doing what you tell me to do. Oh, fuck. We're in hell, aren't we? I don't listen to the narrator. I listen to Pyro.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Just do it, yes.
All because
exactly.
he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Oh, fuck
His
me.
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Hi, War Chief. Welcome back from adulting. Very proud of you for doing the adulting. Envy, welcome back from your walkies. What the fuck? What in the actual fucking fuck? Okay, deep breaths. Sorry, had to check on Doggo. Okay, cool. Great. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Is this my beautiful wife? Is this my beautiful button pressing job? That is a beautiful song. I love it. I love this game. I'm having the absolute best time. But I am also my eyes are bothering me a little bit from the moving around. And I think eating a food will help. So, I'm gonna take a little. Did somebody say choke slam? Yes, Pyro did say choke slam. Yes. This is true. Yes. So. I'm gonna run to. I'm not gonna run. Exercise. Silly. I'm gonna slink on over to the kitchen and get a foods. I will leave us in the BRB screen, and I'm gonna run ads now just so we don't get interrupted in the middle of this game in 20 minutes. Deal? Okay. I'm gonna go BRBs. I'm gonna play some music's, and I'm gonna start a little dungeon too because it's so fun. Okay. I'm gonna start the dungeon first. How do I do this? Brain. Okay, here. I can do this. This isn't showing. Great. I love it when things don't show when I don't want them to. Hold on. I can do this. I know how to do this. I'm a streamer. I am a professional streamer. I swear. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's just what I wanted. Okay, there we go. There's a little okey pokey. We're gonna do that. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm sorry that took longer than anticipated. I was just gonna grab a cheese. Honestly, I was just gonna grab some cheese. And then I was like, you know what? No. I should get a real food. So, we have a food. We have Gouda mac and cheese with shredded beef and green beans because of vegetables. Okay. Stirring food. Ooh. It's really good. Yo, Parm, when I tell you these factor meals are good. Are so good. For me who doesn't, I don't dislike cooking. I enjoy cooking, but it requires a lot of my energy that I never have time, or like I never have energy left over for. This allows me to eat a food and be healthy even while in autistic burnout mode. So, and it's so fucking good, so yummy. Oh my God. So yummy. One food, please. Yes. Food. Oh man, y'all were talking about Linux? Hold on. I'm going to scroll up and read all of the chat. Oh no. Oh no, there's a lot. Linux NAS server running true NAS. I have a dozen Docker containers. Is that like wine? I fucking love it. Secret tunnel. So wine is basically, okay, works like Windows layer for Linux. Okay, I'm gonna read this actually because it's been so long since I thought about wine and I've never used Docker. So I actually do want to learn this. So sorry. So wine is basically, it works like Windows layer for Linux, which converts calls to Windows applications inside a special container into something that can run on the Linux host. Okay, yes. So like not emulator, but emulator. Whereas Docker is a specialized Linux file system jail that pretends to be an OS. Yeah, so Docker basically just keeps everything safe. Like it makes it so that you're just kind of like you have a little window into this room. That's the Docker container. And nothing in that container can touch anything outside of that little room. Yeah. And a virtual machine is a third thing. You can't run Windows-y things in Docker. It's only Linux things. Correct. Yes. Wine isn't a VM technically. It's more like a compatibility layer. A VM is a fully fledged OS running inside another OS. Yes. I understood. Yeah. So like Docker and VMs are very similar, but VM is more. There's more to it. Similar virtual machines with applications. Similarly, yes. We'll share the kernel with the OS, whereas VM has a separate kernel. Yes. It's like a one layer up. So Docker doesn't need to implement all of those like things. It's more lightweight. I'm naked. You can customize somehow. Yes. So am I, but I got weapons at least. Cool. So making sure I understand. Docker's for running Linux apps specifically, and wine is for running Windows apps on Linux OS. But Docker can be run on Linux or Mac or Windows. If I remember correctly, they had installers for different OS. Yes. So Docker is more like we're in the same house and I'm sectioning off a room for you to use. And you're in this room and you can only use this room. But like, this is your room. You can do whatever you want with it. Docker is like the bouncer who's like, hey, come into the room or like come into the house. This isn't my house, but like I'm borrowing it. I have this room for you to use though. A VM is more like building a house inside of a house. And then like, yeah, building like a house inside of a house. So like you have a house and like, let's say you like turn one of those rooms into its own house with a kitchen and a bathroom and everything. And then like, that's what you use as opposed to just like having a room in an already existing house. Yeah, Docker can be implemented a few different ways on those operating systems, though non-Linux OS needs a special compatibility years. I'll use Docker on my Linux. I can compartmentalize certain apps so they only get access to what they need. Yes, and it's easy to upgrade or modify things, saving the config outside of the container in case I want to rebuild it. Jellyfin, media server app. Is that like Plex relating to Plex? And it points to my digital media in a separate volume. Yeah, I was comparing them because my understanding pretty much stopped at thing that lets you do containerization. This is distro design CubeOS. Maybe I'm using ShoeNAS, ZFS. Smear my data in case one hard drive fails. There's a lot of ways to do is we're also running. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We're also running image. It's basically completely obsolete Google Photos for us. Oh, I love that. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I'm trying to get away from using Google and just everything, you know, but actually still being able to store all of my things. Joplin, Notion. I like Notion. I really like Notion a lot. I use Notion. Self-hosted. DocMost. Joplin is I've never heard of Joplin. Is Joplin a collaborative self-hosting, I'm assuming, based on the rest of the context of that message? High level and adjacent knowledge of various tech things, but a lot of actual experience. Yeah. Secret tunnel. Yes. Sweet. I'll have to look into DocMost. Joplin is what I went with. Does Joplin have collaboration with what? I don't have shit set up for myself. Caveat. Oh no. Brain. Docker sort of like there's a house inside the bigger house and you share the same plumbing, but you don't know you're in a bigger house outside your house. Okay. Jellyfin is a... Oh, I love that. Interesting. I hadn't heard of Jellyfin. But, yeah. And then with wine, you speak Chinese in your special designated space and the bouncer's a translator. Yes, exactly. I like how the analogies actually make it more complicated. Amazing. Google Reliance is real. It'll take some time to migrate over. Yeah, Notion is great, but I pay $10 per user per month, and there's at least 2 of us. Oh, I'm using Notion for free, but it's just for personal stuff too. So I don't. Yeah, huh. So if I shit in the toilet in this house and clog it, does the water overflowing affect the house around the house? And do the maintenance people speak English or Chinese? Fucking mood tree. Mood. Keylime, should I or should I not buy this Lego insects set? You absolutely 100,000,000% should. But they don't have a central hosting thing like Notion does. Like they won't hold your data for you. Okay. They're before that big ass tornado. My Notion is personal too, but we exceeded the data cap. Oh my jeez. Oh my Jesus. Okay, fair. I only started using Notion this past year, even though I'd like tried it like every year pretty much for the past couple of years. I really enjoy having everything kind of like handwritten. So like, sorry, I'm gonna move my mic for a second. Okay. This is my little like bullet journal notebook. So I like having everything. I like having a lot of things written down like manually, but there's also a lot of things that it makes way more sense to track like on a computer, and also like being able to access on my phone and my laptop and my PC and everything. So I use Notion as like a supplement bullet journal for myself. So like I have all of my job application stuff on Notion. Like I have my spreadsheet of like all the jobs I've applied to, the date that I've applied to them, the current status and everything. All of that's on a Notion site. And like just a bunch of like, I've completely stopped using like Google Notes and anything like that. And I just put it on Notion now. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I wish it would be, I wish I could just like move away from Google and everything on the cloud, but I'd have to set up my own like server to keep everything, and I'd have to have some sort of redundancy because I have slight trauma from when I was in college. Can you guys hear the squeaking? Of course he stops as soon as I mention it. In college, there were several times right before like a big programming project was done. Money, time, and all that jazz. Yeah. There were a few times in college when, like, right before a programming assignment was due, like a big project, I was like, I'm, autistic and want to install a different Linux distribution, and did that, and absolutely totally forgot to, like, commit all of my current progress to GitHub, and lost everything that I had done in the past X number of days, and like files and shit. So like all of my programming stuff has to be on some sort of source control version control system. Most everything else is on Google Drive or Google Photos because I have lost way too much to like not have it stored somewhere. So I need to set up something with some sort of redundancy. And like, yeah, that's going to cost. That's going to take a while to transfer everything over. It's going to take a while to figure out something that works. And then additionally, actually do the migrating and everything. My stream notes and anything else that I share with my partner. Yeah, that's awesome. My current tech undertaking is figuring out how to open source all of my home automation without spending like $300 for new devices. Right, like the thing that's nice is that like I don't know. It's a lot. I've never wanted an Alexa, so I've never gotten an Alexa. Ideally I'd love to have just like HomePods, but like Apple, everything is so expensive, but like I feel like there's more privacy there. For now I have my little Google Home assistants and stuff, and if I build a server at home for that money, time, and all that jazz. Yes. Have you checked out Home Assistant? Oh, yes, to tree. I was just looking at upstairs and I was like, this is just a different company doing the same potentially shitty thing, and Joplin was the one I found. How can support infrastructure set up on your own stuff, that they don't actually touch your data. Worth of hubs and stuff to do what I can with the Echoes right now. Start where they have access. Yeah. Initial cost for some things definitely sucks. Smart thermostat onto HA, but they dropped the Dev API key interface and only have Apple HomeKit integration. Trying to figure out how to get around that. Okay. I avoid IoT and voice assistants like the plague. Yeah. I should. I absolutely should. Because like I absolutely would love to not have to use anything like that. But I've also like, it's so nice to just like go to my room and just be like, hey, turn off all of my lights, and then everything gets turned off, and I don't have to like get out of my bed when it's scary and dark. Like I don't have to walk back to my bed in the dark. You know what I mean? Like that's all. 'Cause I'm a child. But yeah. Tech stuff is really cool. I'd love to do everything self-hosted. It would be absolutely amazing. But yes. That's how you get a fun light with a remote. Yeah. But then if I put the remote down or move it somewhere else and I have to get up to get the remote, I had one of those, and the remote was never where I needed it. Anyway. Everything has a mic. It's fine. Fire is loud. Unplugged for like 5 years. Good. Love that. I wish I had the what's the word I'm looking for? Stick-to-itiveness. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? Basically, I admire all of y'all who do like your self-hosting shit, whatever it is, and use as much open source as you can. Because I would love to do that, and like am trying to move in that direction. But it takes so much time and energy that when I do have time and energy, I need it for to eat. When we get in a little bit of a mental space, we'll get there. We'll do it. But for now, it is what it is. One day the time will come. Yes. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. But yeah, let's get back to game. Oh God. Okay, brain.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, we're starting
What
it
could
back
mean?
again? Oh, that's right.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go left.
When
and then
Stanley
we're gonna
came
go
to a set of
upstairs.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okie pokey.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
can go in the broom
upstairs to his
closet?
boss's office.
I didn't realize you can go in. Like, I keep passing by Home Lab Discord server for setting stuff like this up. Oh, hell yeah. Also, in my oh, this is nice. What the fuck? Also, I have a channel in my Discord server that y'all can just rant about tech stuff, because I love hearing about tech stuff. I'll share the join link in Keylime's Discord. Hell yeah. Yeah, put it wherever, actually. Alf. This is nice. This is what I want my house to look like. Like this, super cozy. The executive bathroom. I can't go in there. And it's an active Discord link now. Yes, it was. I don't know how it broke. So I think I accidentally deleted the
Stepping
invite
into his
link
manager's
in
office,
Discord
Stanley was
itself.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated
Look at all
this.
of the
What dark
books.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
What
He
is
stepped into the
happening?
newly opened passageway.
Was that middle picture a non-point picture? A non-point picture? I don't understand. Like one of these? These guys? I'm not sure. But look, it's books. I like books. Where did that voice? What the fuck is happening? I like books. Books are nice. Please, sir, can I have more books, please? I see. Okay. I'd like a flashlight. I can't see anything. I'm going down. I'm in an elevator. Am I gonna die now? Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility. Escape. Mind control facility. Escape. Yeah. Although this is what's going to mind control me now.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Beautiful. Yeah, I figured.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Was it really not shut? Escape is hidden at the top left of your keyboard. Amazing. No, I don't want to go back. Oh no, this is just going forever. At this point,
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes, this is truth. Yes, hell. Hell. Oh shit.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Oh my God.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yes, I accept.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, narrator man. Come at me, bro.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What the fuck?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? What? I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
Yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game
God
back in his
fucking
office,
damn
as
it.
alive as ever. What
No.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
God fucking damn it. What is happening?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yes, yes, I do. Stanley's computer. Office layout. Welcome to info about the making of this game. Oh, but this is amazing. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. That's fucking beautiful. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. The set of 2 doors is the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. I love it. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Employee database. Awesome. Solitaire. Sounds about right. Installation. This is so cool. I love this. Oh, look at all the credit. Look at all the people's names in marble. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. I can't press these, I guess. Okay. The Office. Gorgeous. This is so cute. Do I go left or right? Let's go right first. Boss's office. Scenes from the development of the boss's office. Oh, I love it. Office clock. I don't want to miss anything here, though. Freedom ending. Wait, there's a freedom ending? I don't know shit about this yet. Countdown desk. Freedom ending. Oh, there's the exit. Okay, as long as I don't go through the exit, I'm good. Monitor room elevator. This is so cute. Countdown room. Zending. What do be happening? Zending model. The game is now paused. Oh, there's the screen zending levers. Oh no, I'm lost, aren't I? Fork. I can't go back. Apartment timer. Interesting. Cargo lift. The office. Oh, I'm getting nauseous again. Stanley's office. I went that way, right? That's not right. Why did Unicorn Bot do that? I don't like that, Unicorn Bot. You did something wrong. What's wrong with you, friend? Why are you all on? I just like it. That's okay. That's fine. All right, fine. Is there a motion blur option in settings? I don't think so. I also always turn it off. Yeah. I wonder if the field of view, increasing that would help. Yeah. The value of your pop collection, is it a big number? This is a little bit helpful, yes. Obey, disobey. Yes, I love it. What would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Interesting. That's way more than I paid for all of them. Yeah, totally valid. Warzone? Fighting aliens? That's crazy. Fun. Okay, I think we're gonna exit because this is... Ooh. The white is not being nice. Wait, how the fuck do I... Where was the exit again? The headset doesn't help too.
Then he pushed the number 4.
But I want to hear the narrator, so I have to keep my headset on. Sag. Where the fuck was the exit, bro? Was it this way? Yeah, I think it was this way. Nor. Maybe not. No, it wasn't. Oh, it's from here, right? Exit? Exit, there it is.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
That's pretty
perhaps
cool,
not.
Envy.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Gorgeous. How many
Stanley
endings is that?
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed
This
support
is
and guidance
different.
from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
You're being different. Narrator, why are you being different? You're saying a
When
different
Stanley
word.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
I
there.
can't go in the broom closet. Pyro, you lied to me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
does
office.
it really? Oh, fucker. Interesting. Interesting. If I sit back here, can y'all still hear me? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This is why I need a mic arm so I can like bring it closer to me when I'm over here, because I need to step away from this.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Ugh. Maybe when I get a job, I'll be able to afford one. Bruh. I love how I say when I get a job and not if. It should be an if, though. I literally just have my stand-up comedy mic, like Jacob likes to call it. I have it resting on just
Stanley
a stack
walked
of
straight
books.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, I do it this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, Mike should stand somewhere. Yes. Yeah, we don't need Mike sitting down. Mike should float in front of me. Honestly, it should just be wireless and just be perfect. And move when I move. Using a Kleenex box.
Now the monitors jumped
Love
to
it.
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
472.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm 472, right? Why does that one say pirate? Oh, I don't want to keep moving. Ugh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yes.
Was this the only
fired.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes. This tracks.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh no. More decisions and walking. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What's in here? Nothing. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yes.
I mean, look at you.
5.
Running
Five,
from
five,
button
five.
to
Where's
button,
5? Where's 5?
Screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Where's
these
5?
numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything.
No, that's
something
3.
here
Where's
will
5?
save me.
Fuck,
Why
where's
would you think
5?
that, Stanley? That this video
5.
game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
What?
Stanley, you're in for
What?
quite a disappointment.
What?
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
What the
You're
fuck?
only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you.
You! Fuck you!
Challenge. It's a tragedy.
No!
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm
you!
going to destroy it first, so you...
No!
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Amazing. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, Pyro, question. I don't know why, but I know that I've seen your pronouns as she, they before, I think. And for whatever reason, right now it's showing me she, her. And it may just be on my end being silly. Or, I don't know. It's weird. Because the streamer
When
bot
Stanley
chat
came to a set
shows
of two
the
open doors, he entered the door
pronouns.
on his left.
But, I don't know. It's being weird. I was just, it really threw me off. It's been throwing me off
Yet
this whole
there was
time. I'm
not
like,
a
that's
single
not
person
right.
here either. Feeling a
not
wave
right.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
I walked
office,
past it.
hoping he might find an answer there.
I walked past it. Oh, hell yeah.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, there's definitely something here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'm going to hang out in here. I mean, it's fine even with that. So I'm not worried about it. Fair.
It was just baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
I just
He wasn't even
noticed it
doing
and I was like,
anything.
hold on, that's
At
not.
least if there was
that's
something
not
to
correct.
interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Actually, I'm eating food. Narrator.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Enjoy your dinner, Tree. Thank you for the lurk. It's because I'm eating. This is giving me perfect
You do
time to eat.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
He knows me so well.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You're right. I am fat, ugly, and stupid.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Thanks,
A
Fire.
fish,
This is
fungus.
amazing.
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Amazing. I want to see if he'll talk to me again. It'll do something funny later? Hell yeah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Oh.
Quelle surprise.
He didn't even let me press the buttons. Fucking amazing. I was going to say, I don't know if my dyscalculia is going to let me remember the exact ordering of the numbers. I think it's 2845, but it could easily be like 2485 or something else. Oh. This is why I can't play first-person games. I love this game. I wish I was not feeling like this. Okay, farther away.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
We know.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm super strong.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This feels too real for me, honestly.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. I am blind.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Okay.
Was it over?
Probably not if you're still talking.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Who's Stanley?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how
I don't know what to play. Mood.
Whatever life he lives, it will be
Mood
his.
envy.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth
I
knowing.
don't know if I can help
Stanley
you.
stepped
Monster
through the
Wilds?
open
Monster
door.
Hunter Wilds, maybe? It's just a screen. It's literally just a fucking screen.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Liar.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that
Frog
things
detective?
were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat it. Okay, okay. What about Minecraft? Beat the game? Awarded for getting any of the other achievements as your first. Wait. I beat the game. What the what am I still doing here? Oh no. Okay.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
End is never end. Okay, noted. Oh, the end is never the end. It's never the... I understand. Ugh. New content? Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Okay. And Pyro. Yeah, Jacob and Pyro on the same wavelength too.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly
If it's gonna pull
It's
a
as if
Tower
them-
of Terror and just
Oh,
drop
okay.
me.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The jump circle. Jumps
All right.
remaining.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Interesting. The fuck?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh! I can jump! Yay! I can jump! I'm so excited. Yippee! Aw. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. What a great achievement. Oh, I'm owl of jumpies.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yes,
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
I love the
accountable.
narrator.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
No.
What do you say, friend?
No. You're trying to get me to reset it. This is different. Interesting. That's so funny.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
No, that's spoopy. I want to go this way. No, let's go into vent. Okay. This is so scary. Are you trying to kill me? Fucker. Oh, okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
This is so
Just
cute.
our little secret. Take a look.
Is this the outside?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my
This is
life
how I find out my
whenever I
Septiclair
want.
expired.
Experiences
Mood.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The memory zone. 20.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
It's
Remember
impossible
back
to get
in
this
October of
achievement.
2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste. And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
Oh no.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Good night, Jacob. Have a good eepies. Sleep tasty, friend. I want to go in there. I love how with those two examples, this game is 15 years old or brand new. Amazing. That's hilarious.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. Oh, these were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh, vending machine. Escape.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Amazing. I'm so excited.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I can write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Unfunny. I love the way he said that so much.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
I need that
This is
sound.
actually quite
I need
shocking
it
for me.
immediately.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
You're not a
Perhaps the
failure,
Stanley
narrator.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I
We
always
love
remembered.
you. No, you're perfect.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
You're perfect, just the way
skip
you
button.
are.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the
What
record.
is happening?
Only
Oh,
positive
shit.
reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my
so
motto
much
today, and it's
moving.
always been my motto. I'd do anything for
ads.
the customer,
I'm gonna
Stanley.
pause.
Yes, a
I'm gonna
skip
pause it
button
for
we shall
odds.
have.
For odds? Did I just say odds? Oh. I ate all my food. Look, it's empty. It's empty. I ate it of food. Getting a skeep butting. Need to go figure out food before rehearsal. Yes, Parm, eat a food. Ugh. I just need all of the lights to turn off. Actually, I'm gonna go. Hey, Google, turn off all lights. Sorry if I turned off any of y'all's lights. Hi, Dedney. Yes, hello. I said Google, not Goober. I call him Goober all the time. Oh no, it's dark in my house. Oh, I'm also going to take off my headset since I don't actually have to listen to anything right now. Oh, that immediately feels so much better. I keep trying to connect my Bluetooth headphones to my PC so that I can just like use those instead and not have to deal with headaches that I get sometimes. It's not always either, it's just sometimes. But for whatever reason my Bluetooth won't connect. Actually, let me try it now. Since we're not doing anything, we're just vibing. Can I? Let's see. Move. More volume settings. Pair new output device. Add device. Bluetooth. I'm sorry for turning off all your lights, Kit. Oh, hello? Hello? Oh, hey. I dropped my headset, my headphones. Oh no, 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 are you kidding me? What? What? Oh wait, what's this? Oh, that's not, okay. Okay, cool, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, we're good. We're fine, everyone. We're fine. We're fine. There was, I didn't realize I had been like picking my nail polish off. So there was a bunch of like little pieces of black specks on the floor. And when I dropped my headphones, I fully thought that it was like pieces of the headphones on the floor and I freaked out. But it's not, we're good, they're safe. I am a silly goose, I am. Oh, hi buddies, yes, hello. Why are you red? Oh, hello. Come on, you just showed up and then I dropped you. You just showed up and then I dropped you. No, I want you to show up here. Come on. Okay, we're gonna try again. Welcome back from ads, Pookie besties. Oh, hey. Perfect. Connect. Maybe? Connect. Yes. Can I use you for audio? 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 Maybe. Why are you not showing up? You're connected. Did you just disconnect? Damn, Universal really knows their audience. Yes. They just disconnected. Why? Hello. Here we go. Why is Bluetooth so stupid? Does anybody know how to get Bluetooth to work on like a PC, on a desktop? Because I haven't been able to get any Bluetooth to connect. And I need to hear my narrator. Okay, well, we tried. retry. Because I'm lazy. Did I play music? I didn't mean to play music. Weird. Okay, cool. I don't... Oh, like, you don't want the Bluetooth effort. Okay, I understand. See, chords for me requires effort because, like, this is a lot of... over stim. It's a lot of stim that I don't need in my life. Huh? Okay. Let's continue. Welcome back from ads, Pookies.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Okay.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it.
I want to listen to him.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
No.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Uh-oh.
If not...
Oh, no.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
I can't leave, though.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, no.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh,
Stanley,
no.
I think it's been a week.
Oh, no.
Or 2 weeks. I've been...
This is so exciting. Oh, no.
Oh... Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down?
I don't want to stop hitting the button. But he's not talking. Hello? What's that beeping? Oh no, he's on life support? Or am I on life support?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave.
Oh my god, what's happening? Kit, I would absolutely stop hitting the button if there was something else for me to do.
The end is never the end, 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 is...
Oh no, we're underwater. I'm dead. The next time I open this, I'm gonna drown. Oh shit. The end is never. Oh my god, you guys. Sunshine. Is that really truly sunshine? Oh my gosh, plants! Look at them. Oh my goodness. I fucking love it. What? What? No. What happened? What happened to the plants? What happened to the plants? What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh gosh, that's so. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Question. Is there really never an end? Like will this just keep, like, will I just keep going forever and ever and ever until I click quit to menu or something? That's a genuine question. If that is the case, I may quit. Yes, it just goes forever. Okay. Because I was like, if there is like an actual end, then I'll keep going. But there is some really fun stuff still. If I quit to menu, can I like continue later? Or is it just like I have to do it all now? I don't know if y'all can hear that squeaking. Possible, I don't remember. Okay. Let me see. Let me Google it. Let me Google it really quick. Ow. Ouchie. The infinite skips are the ending. At least this ending. Okay. Well, yeah, no. That ending, yes. But I'm saying, like, is there another, like, there are more endings and I can just keep going forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Is that Pupper? Yes, that's Dudley just squeaking along. Do you just lose? Dudley is a good boy. Oh, mac and cheese. Oh, I also had mac and cheese. It was yummy. Okay, so there's an option. No, there isn't. You lied. I really need to go grocery shopping. Valid. Okay. I think we're done. Just because I'm getting, like, it's the headache is getting unbearable right now. So begin the game. Oh my god, I didn't realize that it's like an infinite loop in there. That's funny. Okay. Quit to desktop. I mean, like, I can, okay, yeah, we're taking that off. I mean, like, I can vibe for a little bit. I think I'm going to, but I just need to not continue walking in that, like, endless fucking nothingness, you know what I mean? Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez, Scoob. No. Ah, jeez, Rick. Nope, I can't do either of those well, Lingly. Oh. That was such a fun game. Oh my goodness, that was so much. You got to the end of the skip room, if that helps. Once you crashed the desktop, that was it. And it'll get even better. Ugh. There's 17 skips. Love it. I want to keep playing it. It's so fun. I hate this. Why? You haven't even met my favorite NPC. Oh my god. I want to keep playing this game so badly. I'll keep playing it tomorrow during stream. I might start stream early just for to keep playing this game. Because some of us unfortunately have headaches and migraines. Yeah. I don't want them. I don't want them at all. Someone take them. Not like take them from me and like absorb the pain, but just take them and then throw them away. You know? DoorDash to McDonald's, fry, and Coke. That kills a migraine real quick. It's not exactly a migraine. It is a little bit of like, I get like motion sickness from games and stuff, so it's not quite a migraine. Also, the only thing that has ever killed a migraine of mine is Excedrin migraine. And also, I can't drink Coke anymore because it tastes like straight up gasoline. I was drinking Coke, like I've always loved Coke and Pepsi. And then I got sick middle of last year or something. And since then I can't drink Coke. It's gross. It's horrible. I can't do it. It's like absolutely disgusting. Oh. Okay. I want to keep playing so badly. It's not it is slightly different. I have looked at the ingredients because I was curious about that. It is basically, it's normal Excedrin with caffeine. That's all it is. It's Excedrin plus some caffeine. And I think the dosage is slightly different. But yeah, it's basically the same, but it is slightly different. Anyway. I want to keep playing. I don't want to end stream. Huh. Oh my goodness. So let's just chat. Friends. How about that? We can just chat now. I hope everyone's... Oh my gosh, wait. Parm, Kit, how were your plays that you went to last night? How were they? Were they amazing and super fun? I forgot to ask about them. Mine was okay. It was Mamma Mia. Well, yeah, but it was only okay. Man. It should have been amazing. I need to apply to more jobs. Fuck. It was a high school. You didn't. You did not specify that yesterday, I will say. If you're able to catch the importance of being in a movie theater. Oh, yes. Okay. I'll have to look it up, actually, and see if there is something. It's going to be community theater. Yes. That's fair. I had no idea it was a high school production. Beetlejuice. Yes, Beetlejuice sounds so exciting. Plays, musicals. That sounds so nice. So nice. I feel so drunk right now, and all I've had is water and Sprite. Beep. Welcome in, Jackie. How are you? I'm fighting the urge to throw up stomach acid. Oh, envy. I'm sorry. No. I feel that. I have acid reflux too, and it fucking sucks balls. A+ acting, and I mean, it's so fun and gay. Yes, I love it. I love that farm. Ugh. Yeah, acid reflux sucks ass. The human body's the worst. Mood. Someone, like, if anybody wants mine, just fucking take it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Take my body. Have it. Especially if they ever did a release. Oh, hell yeah. Amazing. Especially when you are chronically ill. Yes. 10 out of 10. But it's not a fun time in this one. Oh, I don't need a trade. I don't need to trade Pyro. I'm just saying, if anybody wants it, just feel free to take it, you know? I don't need a body. I'd be totally fine just being a soul. Whoa. What the fuck just happened? That was so weird. That was weird. Interesting. My desktop just did a silly thing. Putting pressure on, like, the crown of my head usually will help sometimes with nausea. So I'm not hitting myself for, like, hitting reasons, but because it's helpful. Okay. Just making sure we put that out there. I've often thought of artificial body parts to replace my broken ones. Honestly, Envy, except my whole entire body would probably have to be replaced. Like, literally every part of it. Unfortunately. I'm trying to think of a body part that wouldn't need to be replaced. Nope. I genuinely can't think of a body part that. Yep. Nope. every single aspect of my body would need to be replaced. I was like, I'd like maybe my tongue, but like, because of like connective tissue disorder and stuff. Like I get a lot of like cuts and scrapes and stuff on my gums and on my tongue for literally no fucking reason. Like if I eat a chip that has a little bit too much salt on it, it'll like cut my mouth. It's so fucking stupid. It's like, why? Who invented this? Anyway, I want to keep playing so bad. Fuck. Oh, I can play music for you guys, actually. I can play music for you guys. There you go. So you're not just sitting in silence. Basically, I would be just a brain in a jar if you're... Pyro, okay, I had the exact same thought. I was like, it'd literally just be my brain. And then I was like, wait. But I'd also kind of need to replace my brain because, you know. I had the exact same thought. That's so funny. Oh. Yeah, friends. As much as I enjoy vibing with y'all and just sitting here, and chatting and literally just shooting the shit, the lights from the screen are getting really bright and fucking with me. So I think that is the cue for me to end stream. End the surprise stream that I'm so glad that I did. Take care of your brain or it'll get worse. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take Pupper on a Wallaki, like Envy said the other day. And that usually helps, even though it's like bright sunlight, the fresh air and like the natural light helps so much. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna see if there's someone to raid, even though I don't really want to right now. Let me see. Spin is streaming, and we love Spin, so we're gonna go raid Spin. Spin is chill vibes, and I'm gonna raid us to outside with you. But we love Spin. Okay, let me think. Spin's not gonna make me, I'm not gonna feel bad for leaving Spin stream. Not that anybody makes me feel bad, but for whatever reason, Spin especially is so chill. But I don't want to. This is going to be so much anxiety for me right now to start a raid. So anyway. I have therapy shortly. I hope therapy goes so well for you. I hope it's lovely. Bow to this one. Yeah, I'm just going to raid us into some self-care, into some snackies, into some water, into some dinner, if it's dinner time. Raid us into some walkies. That didn't trigger him. Yes. Okay. And yeah, oh, thanks, Unicorn Boy. I was just gonna say, if you're not in the Discord, you should totally join the Discord, because it's silly goofy in there. That's all. How do I end my stream? I forgot. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. We know what we're doing now. I love you all so much. Remember, friends, that you are loved. You are worthy, and you are so deserving of all of the good things that come into your life. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and for vibing and just being the beautiful humans that you are. I'll see you next time, probably tomorrow, because that's the scheduled stream. But yeah, I love y'all. See you next time. Bye.